and 5th grade math educators. I want to draw your attention to this new resource, Curriculum Documents Created in Pages. So in the Curriculum Instruction Schoology group, there's a button on the Google Drawing next to the Pages word where it says Unit 1. Click on that Unit 1 button. It will download to your computer this Pages file. I'm working to make our curriculum more accessible to you as an educator and therefore more accessible to your students. So hopefully you'll appreciate and enjoy this new format of the curriculum documents that parallels the curriculum documents in Google. So after the first page comes this page about what the content includes for this unit. On the left, you'll see a bulleted list of what the students will learn about in this unit. And then on the right is a list of topics beyond the scope. So back to the left, you'll see that our students will learn about determining whether an exact solution to a problem situation is necessary or if an approximation is sufficient. They'll learn to estimate to determine solutions to problems involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. They'll also multiply and divide and add and subtract. They'll connect the algorithms for multiplication and division to the base 10 system, check for reasonableness, and summarize and solve problems with data on bar graphs. Beyond the scope is adding and subtracting negative numbers, multiplying numbers larger than 3-digit by 2-digit, and dividing numbers larger than 4-digit dividends by 2-digit dividers. The next page includes the same content from the Google document about prerequisite skills and understandings and coordinating pre-assessments. I've included this column on the right of intervention resources. These are some videos that you can use as an educator in small groups. You can assign to your students, you can share with parents, but they connect directly to the prerequisite skills and understandings. Then there's a page for the first week of content for this unit on adding and subtracting with regrouping and multiplying. At the top is the academic and language objectives from our weekly scope and sequence, as well as articulated skills and understandings. You'll see an emphasis on estimation and reasonableness throughout this unit. Here are some vocabulary for the students, as well as resources to help build content knowledge. This file, about or between, is a numeracy routine. And if you open it, it looks like this. Very simply, you give the students a problem like this 99 times 6, and you ask them to either estimate the product and say the product is about, then share their strategy and their estimate with a classmate. Or they can find a range for the exact product to fall within and say the product is between blank and blank. Then they share their strategy and their range. So there's some slides with other problems for you to share with your students. And later in the unit, when the students are learning about division, there are also some about or between tasks for quotients. There's some Brain Pop Junior videos about adding with regrouping and subtracting with regrouping as well. Here's a link to a 3-act task, which is a great format for inquiry in the classroom. And then for you, a Pages file about data analysis and graphing, because right now the students are going to be learning about using bar graphs. So this Pages file is about all the different types of graphs that the students learn about in elementary school, beginning with real object graphs in kindergarten. So I'm going to navigate all the way to the 4th type of graph, which is bar graphs, and you'll see an example of that as well as some prompts to utilize with your students. There's also a resource from Turner's Graph of the Week on screen time concerns. And you'll see that this educator has shared a real-life graph and some prompts to promote some critical thinking around what the students notice and wonder. Here are the links to the performing math tasks as well that align to this week in the curriculum. The second week is about dividing. Here is our I can statement around academic and language objectives, as well as skills and understandings. There's a patterns and products task from U Cubed. And if you navigate to there, you'll notice this is what it looks like, and there's explanation for you to share with the students regarding this task. Another Turner's graph of the week and a task from performing math. The next page is replicated in multiple grade levels and multiple units on small group considerations. If you're wondering how much time should I spend with each small group and what do the students do when they aren't with me, this page may help. For feedback, I encourage you to have an asset model or abundance model that focuses on what the students are able to do. So when you do pre-assess the students and form your small groups based on what they know, think about how you can provide them feedback to help them continue learning. And finally, the last page helps you understand how to navigate to the digital tools that were referenced in this document. So one more time, this page's documents put together for you to better understand and have greater access to the curriculum in a little bit of a different way. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps you in your design.